The abuse of painkillers derived from opioids is an epidemic. The CDC also says women are abusing and overdosing on these painkillers at alarming rates.
It is imperative we get the...
Hey, Gabriel!
It's like God. If you can't see it, it's something that's hard to believe.
Gabriel, you're walking in by yourself this morning. I'm pushing you out the nest. Look. There's the announcement. Look both ways.
Nobody wakes up and decides that they're gonna ruin their whole life. Nobody makes that choice. I had a C-section with Gabriel, and they sent me home with 30 Percocets. I would remember, like, breastfeeding and cleaning and cooking, and this was all after, like, 2 weeks of having my stomach cut open, you know? It was like this feeling of, like, I could just do anything. I could get anything done, and I remember I kept going back to the doctor to get them to refill it. I think I went back, like, 3 times. That was really my first interaction with opiates.
Let's do the cake, everybody!
Thank you for coming. We're so happy Gabriel's alive.
I'll put this down in here, too.
That's awesome.
Nope, card there.
I just think it's just a nice touch.
Just throw in the cards here.
They can see that we put it in.
What? You just put them all in that big... Yeah.
That's so cute. Me and Maverick's first picture goes in here.
Yeah, I usually don't talk about my story much to people. Because nobody know what I go through, I mean, unless you've been there.
Dalton?
You don't have much longer to go, do you?
No.
This was looking at the very top of the head. He's got hair. Little white lines. Is this your first baby?
My fifth.
Did all of them have hair?
I'm bald.
Maybe this one will be different. Because if he'll move his arm.
Well, it started like when I was 14 with the pain pills. I was dealing with a lot of crap. And it just made everything feel better. My dad wasn't there. He'd been in prison my whole life, in and out, but my mom was, she's also a former addict. She left me and my sister. She just was never there. So DSS got me and my sisters. Sorry. My mom got clean and she wanted us to come back and stay with her. We did. Everything was fine. But then she took that role as of a friend and not a parent, so everything just got out of control. When I found out I was pregnant, I got clean. I was doing good, and just about a month back ago, I had a relapse on the heroin and ended up overdosing. They had to hit me with like Narcan like 5 times. It didn't even work. When I got up to the hospital, I'm surprised I'm still here because most people don't come back from it.
I'm mad he just won't let me see his face. I guess you just need to wait.
I'm doing the same thing my mom did to me and my sisters. It's like a freaking cycle.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let me move this out the way. Hold on. I think I've always felt like I didn't belong somewhere. I don't know, boy. So my father died, and then my mother, you know, her addiction took off, and she started drinking, and I felt really alone. I felt abandoned, and I felt like I had to take care of my mom.
That's me, my mom, my dad.
One time he decided he was going to paint the house. Well, he only got a quarter of it painted. He painted it yellow, and then he fell asleep on the sofa for like a month. And he never finished it. My father died of AIDS he was an addict. I think it wrecked my whole world. You know, I started taking care of my mom. She would get like drunk and she would throw up all over herself in public and stuff. And I remember like asking her friends one day, like, please stay with me with her. And they left. It was just really rough.
She's been through so much. And she's given her children what she's been given. So that's what we do as parents.
You need to go back to CP. I know you're tired.
You know, there's an original body of pain. And you create more pain on top of that trying to handle the original thing that hurt you.
Good job. Now press start again. You gotta do my makeup?
When this starts spinning.
The Mary Vincent House was started in 1995 in response to infant mortality rate in North Carolina, and those rates being incredibly high, some of the highest in the country. Priority admissions are pregnant and IV using women.
Where you going, Billy? You coming up here with us?
Rub it in like a circle. Yeah. With every one of my children, I have had some sort of touch at the Mary Vincent House. My 11-year-old was born there.
I think it looks good.
I was pregnant with Gabriel when I was there. Then Billy was born there.
Oh, I look fabulous. You did a great job. I'll have to get you to do my makeup more often.
They share a lot about what they've been through and what their disease has put them through and things that they've done in active addiction. You know, with addiction comes a whole lot of shame and guilt, especially when you throw in the parenting piece.
I just washed it. We took a bath before we came here real quick.
I have 5 kids. I have 3 boys, well, him, and then 2 girls. I was in active addiction real bad. So I eventually just gave up on them and stopped going to visits and stuff. Yeah, because DSS make it hard. I swear they do. And my youngest one, she's with my cousin. And then I'm fighting to keep this one.
Can I hold you? Yo, she's right there. I swear. Please.
What'd you say? Don't be scared. Just take her. Just take her.
Mama's right there. She right there. She right there. Look, Kate.
This is because there's a lot of people.
It's Kate.
It's okay. You're so shy. Love you. Say be good.
It's like feel good that I get to be a mom again. I'm gonna do this one at the best of my ability because I don't want nobody taking him or raising him or telling me when I can see my kids.
Did I get a tube for the LFT? And her crit is 35.4, hemoglobin 11.7, Dolly.
No, she ain't pushing. He's being stubborn. Well, he's not being stubborn. Her water's being stubborn and don't want to break.
Can you take a big deep breath and push? Push down hard. Everything he does. Hard, hard, hard. Good job. Go, 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 go. Deep breath and push again.
I see his hair, Lisa.
That's it. Push, push, push.
Right there. Come on.
A little bit more. A little bit more. Come on. Go. That's it. Little, little, little.
Wait,
Easy,
wait,
easy,
wait,
easy,
wait,
easy.
wait.
1407.
Okay.
Ow.
Who's out?
Sorry.
Hey,
You did good, girl.
thank you. Yeah. Let's dry him off. I'm white.
You look like Clinton.
They're all white when they're born.
Like Clinton.
Just need tattoos.
I just want to be there for every moment. Every birthday, first walk, all that, the whole nine.
Oh no, he kind of look like Lisa. Don't be waving your hand at us. We ain't do it. You the one did it. Take that 1,000 years to come out.
For the first time in American history, deaths caused by heroin use have surpassed those caused by guns.
Heroin may be illegal, but oxycodone and hydrocodone are commonly prescribed painkillers.
Vincent House says it's seen a dramatic increase in babies born to addicted mothers over the past year and is doing everything it can to address the concerns.
Okay. Maybe it is the lady with the magic. Lady with the magic. We've got that increase in tone. Fevers, no fevers, right? She's not febrile for me. Most times I visit, we're happy. And we play and we smile. This is our rough week.
I am Joanna, Christoph. I'm a Care Partners Home Health Nurse.
There you go, good girl.
Neonatal abstinence syndrome is when an infant is exposed to a substance in utero and upon birth, upon cutting the cord, is no longer getting that medication. Therefore, they exhibit signs and symptoms of withdrawal.
I'll sit right here.
The Gerber baby on the commercial is not the baby you usually have at home.
Oi, oi, oi.
Babies can be fussy and cranky and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
These kiddos just have a harder time refocusing and regrouping.
I know. Good job, Boo. Good job, Boo.
Yeah. She's still not doing real well with the gaze right now either.
No. Yeah, when I was here the other week, Miss Bubble Blower. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
That's all right.
She was able to do a lot better with holding your gaze and not doing this at all. I think almost the whole visit she was happy. Yeah. That's right. No more naked. That's right. So call me if you need me. Okay. Have a good week. And that's our visit. If you know that somebody's doing drugs, there's always that, well, they should just quit. They should just stop. What's wrong with them? And that's really a quick answer. Some of my moms have said, I didn't know how out of control I was. I thought I was dealing well. And again, the majority of them are running away from a trauma, trying to push down things that have happened in their life, and they don't want to have to deal with it. They come with a guilt, and they come with a, boy, I did this to my baby, and I know what my baby's going through.
I lived in a halfway house back here when I found out I was pregnant with Billy. This is it right up here on the left. I used a lot at the halfway house.
What kind of stuff?
Heroin. I wanted to use meth, but you can't use meth and go around people and then not know you're high. It's a disease, And using the drugs is not the disease. The disease is what's in my brain that makes me feel like I have to use the drugs, So call it a chemical imbalance, call it whatever you will. But something is definitely out of my control when I get into my active addiction. I cannot, literally, I cannot. If I'm in active addiction and I'm in a bathroom trying to shoot a pill or trying to shoot dope, and there's one of my children outside the door crying, they're gonna have to wait. And I don't think right now in my right mind, that seems so far from anything that could happen today, but it's not, and people judge, that and think that that's horrible, and it is horrible. But at that particular moment, you have to have that drug. That drug is more important than anything else. Anything.
He's starting to show a little bit of signs, so I want you to breastfeed him as much as possible.
Okay.
All right. He's yawning a lot. He's got some tremors. Some of his reflexes aren't completely normal, but overall he looks really good.
Okay.
Okay?
You think I'll probably just stay the normal 3 days then?
You will,
But
and it'll probably just be 2 days.
oh,
It's not sure about him.
okay.
It'll kind of depend. He's not going to really show us signs until later today or tomorrow morning.
Okay.
His color came in, and I feel like he got it like you can see his face more. Like now I can really see who he is. There's a lot of judgmental people out there. How could she use with her baby?
It is hard to stay clean. It's a battle every day. But I'm trying. Because I know definitely if I go back out there, I'm not going to keep my son and I'm going to die.
Was the swaddling still working really well with feeding? Good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shush, 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 shush. It's all right. Here we go. Come on, nice and slow. I know. So I'm still seeing a little bit tremors. Not super bad, though. What other things have you been seeing?
So her frantic sucking
Okay.
is really bad still.
Especially when she first starts?
Yes.
I know. This isn't your favorite part. Should we try a tum-tum? See what our tum-tum does. Here's two. We're learning. We're at the very beginning of this, even though it's been going on for a long time. Is that what you're gonna do? Here. That nervous system is so fired up that there are just really specific things you've got to do with them to be able to help them continue to progress as they get older. You follow them and watch them, and if they're exhibiting those symptoms, you give them a score. There's a lot of people working on this, and I get frustrated and get a little exhausted when I see comments in the public about, oh, those moms, and they should take the babies away, and all the negatives. There's going to be a lot of things these parents have to overcome because they didn't just start doing drugs and using them because they didn't have anything better to do. But when they're trying really hard and they're working their programs and stuff, and they have to fight all those stigmas, all that stuff out there, I don't know how they do it. I don't know that I'd be able to do it. Because, I mean, you just feel defeated.
Having mixed emotions. Just scared that, I don't know, just like they gonna let me take him home. It's just like, just in the back of my mind.
Vincent House, this is Amy.
Amy, did my social worker talk positive? I'm just having anxiety. I don't know, I just feel like they gonna not let me take him home. Nobody, I just feel like that. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, I just had it in the back of my mind because all of my kids have been taken from me. And I just, like, at the time, I was like, I knew I was doing real good, better than I was, but at the back of my mind, so it's just like, they said they're gonna find a way to sabotage me and take him from me. So I was just, in the back of my mind, like, he's not coming home with me. They're like, this is too good to be true.
I give you all
like look into it some. Like, fuck you.
My mom is going to freak out.
About the tattoo?
Yeah.
She told me I better not come home with an effing tattoo. I looked her in the eyes and I was like, I'm going to get this tattoo.
But now we're officially the wolf pack. The wolf pack just supports each other.
Exactly.
You always have somebody, even when you have no one else.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll never forget that day that, remember, I left court and I was like,
I do remember that day.
I'm going to shoot dope. And you were like, please don't go shoot dope. And I was like, I'm going to shoot dope. And I remember how sad we were in the car.
I was so sad.
I was like, you need to take me and drop me off because I'm going to get high. And you were like, please don't. I want to do this. And I was like, I'm going. Whether you want to take me or not, I'm going to walk. I cared so little about myself that I didn't realize that me going out and getting high would affect anyone else. And you are the one person that made me realize that I was like worthy of being a friend.
Really, I think it's just God that's helped me through all this. But there's so many people that have backgrounds. Where do they live? Where do they work? Well, you're not making $8 an hour. And that's what happens. You're pushed right back. You have to have a really, really good support system.
Did I tell you I failed the GD again?
No. Which part?
The math.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, I took it again and failed it.
You just got to do it again and do it again and do it again.
So this problem here says, do we need another school? And this is a survey. 70% of the people said yes.
Part and whole. That's the whole.
Mm-hmm. That's the whole.
I'm a violent felon, so I really don't have too many options at this point. Doesn't make any sense. So 180. I'd never been in trouble like that before. I thought my life was over for sure.
It was crazy. I don't know how else to explain it.
I bet that feels good. This is the courthouse, and the jail's back there. It's that building, the brown building. Yeah, I know the bailiffs by name. I actually want to work up here. I want to be a court advocate for drug addicts or women that are victims of domestic violence. My mom's not picking up. I passed it, Mommy. I'm just really like in shock that I passed it because like for like so many years I just thought I was like not worthy of anything good. And I am. It's really exciting. Like, because if I can do this, maybe I can do college, you know? And if I can do college, maybe I can have a career.
So how did it go? What was the test like? How many points did you win by?
I got a 148.
Out of how many?
200.
You had to make what to get by?
145.
Holy cow.
I used the whole time, and in the last 22 seconds, I had to guess on 5 questions that I skipped.
I'm very proud of her. I'm very excited for her and for all of us, for our family. She can do it differently. She's got a child that she can do it differently with.
He's going down. It's okay.
So if she can not relapse with this one baby, she's got a shot at it. And I could never tell her this to her face because she doesn't like to have these conversations with me. But she has a shot at having this experience that most parents that are addicts and alcoholics never get this opportunity.
Love you.
Yeah, love you too. Can we kiss Billy?
Eat her.
Give your brother a kiss.
Love y'all.
Love you too.
Because I know me growing up, my mom, I just had so much anger and resentment and hatred. I just don't want him to feel like that.
You still think about your other kids a lot?
Yeah. Like what they doing and what their voice sound like now, how they look. And just like how they doing in school and if they playing sports and stuff like that. Oh, because I just don't want him to first like grow up without a parent. And I just want him to graduate school and just do better in life than what I've done. He means everything to me. Like most days I don't be feeling like getting up and doing nothing. I be feeling like giving up and I just look at him and be like,
You hear me? Brought me into the office and it was like, you have to go take care of some business. I was like, what are you talking about? And it was like, you have warrants for absconding. I've been in drug court for like 6 months now and I've never had no warrants.
I have to go to Raleigh to process. I should have a hearing as soon as I get down there. So hopefully I'll win this one. Once you get in that fucking system, it's so hard to get out.
Hey, Slugs. Hey.
it was horrible. It just felt like, I don't know, like a piece of me was gone.
Uh-huh. What do you think? What do you think? Very good. You're not just going in and taking care of a baby. You're going in and taking care of this community with those kids. You're getting excited. As a single mom, they may have just had a lot of crisis around them, been in a lot of foster care, or just a lot of people not around supporting them and just having to deal with their own stuff just to survive themselves.
My oldest has actually been adopted by my mother. She's told me that he is hers now. This time is different. It's very different. And I feel bad for Gabriel and Nathaniel, but the only thing I can do is not do it again.
It's Miss Ashley's graduation. There were a couple of times that we weren't sure she was gonna stick with it. And I think that's because mainly this is just hard. I mean, there is nothing easy about recovery.
I was just telling my mom in the car on the way here that, like, I feel like this is an end of an era for me. Like, all three of my children have lived here. My tubes are tied, so I can't have any more kids. So I won't have any more that haven't lived at the Mary Vincent House. I think this place is like a huge part of who I am.
I'm just really grateful that we were here at the same time. And I feel like I have a friend for life, and that means a lot.
You too, buddy. I love you.
I love you too. I can't say I'm working. I'm a big baby.
Oh, I can't take it. Careful. And you can go anywhere around this little circle, okay? I just don't want you to be too far from me. About a month ago, I got really stressed out, and some people in my class were talking about selling pot, and I thought it would be a good idea to partake in a little herbal refreshments. People can say, like, you know, pot's no big deal, and pot isn't a big deal to somebody that's not an addict. I think it's a great thing. Looking back on it, I feel like I've totally activated my addiction, and every day I fight to keep it at bay. So, it's rough. But I feel that monster on my back wanting to sabotage me.
What is it?
I cannot bring my children back into the same hell that I struck them out of.
Rules for group therapy. Be respectful. Allow others to feel their emotions. No rescuing. This includes things like giving tissues, patting legs, etc. Allow others to finish before you speak.
I'm just interested in hearing what you ladies have to say about your journeys. Now, Lisa, your recent experience with being incarcerated, I mean, because before you got incarcerated, you were on fire. I mean, you were on the money, and then this happens, okay? You get locked up, you know.
In my life, in Lisa's life, something always goes wrong. I don't never get, when I go to prison, when they be like, I don't never get quick dips, I don't never get 5 days in jail, a slap on the wrist. They always get hit with time. And then I was like, man, they ain't about to let me out. The system, been in the system too long. Like, you think how you got to your crime, it'd be so stupid. And they make it sound so bad.
Yeah.
Like armed robbery, she stole a flower, but armed robbery with the dangerous weapon and have a 10-piece. They made it like you was trafficking across the damn border.
Yeah, for real.
I just feel like the whole situation made me stronger. I mean, I feel like that I went back in there like God wanted me to sit down, like let me know like if I was to go back out there, this is what's gonna be, or even worse, death, or back into institutions. Like, and it made me just like realize like how much I was grateful for just the little things.
Where do we meet? In here?
So good to see you.
Yeah,
I missed you last week.
I feel better this week than the last time I talked to you. If you can tell, like, I'm actually paying attention to other aspects of my life. Like, before I was just doing school, caffeine and stuff, and then now it's like I'm focusing on my recovery and my children and sleeping.
Good.
But how can you do it all? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think you give yourself permission not to have to do it all perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Here's where the risk is, Ashley. If substance use was your way of saying, fuck it, this makes me feel good, I'm not going to worry about all these 10 million things that I have to do and people waiting on me and people wanting stuff. That's why the dreams come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get to the place where you feel so bad, so neglected.
That I use.
that you think, gosh, if I go out on a binge, I don't have to take care of kids for a couple of days, and it's really all about me, and I'm gonna have at least a temporary quick fix.
You know, but I do feel really secure in the fact that those memories of acting on that is just burned in my brain.
It evokes something really deep in us to see a child suffer. But what happens is we lose sight of that adult who's also suffered. And it's easy to demonize something, it's easy to blame something, but there's a huge amount of blame systemically for our system. We don't have enough supports for moms and babies to create a better environment to sort of stop this generational patterning. To me, this is the worst part. When they don't use those relapse strategies, and we told them all the right things to do, and we were so rational with them, we call them treatment failures. And then we don't want to work with them, and we discharge them from our programs because they've relapsed. That's, for me, that's how we further abuse these women. That's how we perpetuate the trauma.
There's my beautiful girl. Oh my God, I smile. Thank you. Are we missing kids out there? Mm-hmm. And that's sad, because we really don't know what the outcome of that is yet. All right, we'll trade off, but I get to give Mommy a hug first.
Thank you.
Great job. Keep up the good work. Okay.
I just want to do everything different that I didn't do with my little girl, with him.
Maverick.
Like, I'm clean, like more doors are opening.
Me and Lisa are the same kind of person. You know, she loves her children just as much as I do. I know she does because I've seen her with them. She'll be all right. So will Maverick. It's just a course an addict has to run.
Oh God. Nintendo Switch. We can share.
Recovery is a new way of life. And for me, that looks like making sure that I take care of myself so that I can take care of my children.